In this video I will go through installing, configuring and using GpP Tools on Mac OS X. There are other options for using encrypted PGP mail on Mac, and actually I do not recommend using GPG because it's not very elegant, and I'll show you. I recommend using this option, Semantic Encryption Desktop. It's also free if you install with limited options, but it's okay for daily use, encryption and decryption. Another good option is OpenPGP on Mozilla Thunderbird as mail program, and then Enigmail extension for OpenPGP. First we install, go to the website and download the PGP suite. I have it already downloaded, so I will just run the installation file. GPG has its support for Mac Mail, so it's quite automatic using Mac Mail as mail program. I strongly advise you to read the quick start tutorial if you are, anyway, if you know PGP, but it's because it's a read the tutorial. So we have now the program installed, and I go open the program, GPG keychain, it's called. Here we have it, and there are no public keys and no secret keys. I have used PGP on this computer before, so I have my PGP key rings and I will import them. I have it here on the desktop, PGP backup, and I import my public keyring first. So I have all my public keys imported here now. Then I import my private key, secret key, keyring, private keyring. So now that is imported. So now I'm ready to use GPG, also called OpenPGP. I open my mail program. Okay, then it's very important that the private key correspond exactly to the mail account you're using in the program. In this case, you can see I have my what is this? Once again, accounts. Here I have my mail account askerlarsen1@me.com. So therefore it's important that I have a secret keyring with this corresponding on this email address. So then first I create a new keyring on this email address, and I give it a password. Remember, it must have numbers included, the password, and then I generate the key. So you can see here now that I have both a secret key and a public key on my default mail address. That's important. Then I create a new mail. I want to send an encrypted mail. You can see here is a padlock which is open. It says that the message cannot be encrypted because I have no recipients. And the other icon here is that it's ready to sign the message. Now I send a message to this one here, and you can see now it was before the padlock was grayed out. Now it's not. It's ready to close. I write a subject. And then I click the padlock. So now this will be sent encrypted. And then I just click send. And then it asks for my password for my private key. Put this in. And I save it to my keychain. And OK. So now I have sent it an encrypted, outgoing now encrypted message. You can see here in send that here it says that the message has no content, but actually when you click it in the preview, then it's decrypted. Up here you can see it's encrypted and it's signed. So everything is fine. And I want to show how it looks when the recipient receives the mail in MacMail. So we do it once again. And this time we send it to myself, because this is a mail account I have in MacMail. And I can click the padlock, and then I send the message. You can see here in mail activity, it's outgoing. And then I go to my inbox, and I have a mail. So if you have sent an encrypted mail to somebody also using MacMail, then it looks like this. The message has no content. And when I click it, then you need to write your password and click OK. And then you can see in the preview here, it's decrypted. So this is very automatic. Very nice. So now we have done this, importing your public key, your secret key. We made a secret key, and we then I would like to send an encrypted mail with encrypted attachment. Okay. I make first I need to find the attachment. This is not automatically, so you need to manually encrypt your message. I have a picture here, this one, and then I right click it and go to services and open PGP encrypt file. Then I need to choose the recipient, this one, and assign it, and the secret key I encrypt with is my secret key, and then I click OK. And then encryption is finished, and I now get a new file here along. This was the one I encrypted, and without encryption, and here it is encrypted, and you can see it's locked with this sign, this padlock sign. So now I have an encrypted file, and then I create a mail to the recipient, and I write a message attached an encrypted file for you, and I go to attachment and choose the encrypted file, and then I have it here. Then I click the padlock and I send it. So that's basically how you do when you're going to send an encrypted mail and with an encrypted attachment. And again, if you do this for a recipient also using Mac Mail, then it's very automatically and very elegant and nice. I'll show it to you because I'll do it for myself then. We just here this file here, it's a picture file. I encrypted services, OpenGpP, encrypt file, and then I choose myself. What is that? This one here, Escalade. I have two. I don't know why I have two. I take both of them, and then this is the public. These ones here up are the public keys, and then I choose my private key, and I sign it also, and then I encrypt it, and so now it's encrypted with my private key and the public key for the recipient. And then I make a new. Did I have a new mail? No. I make a new mail for myself. This one. Here's a file for you from Esker. I and now here we have a recipient. So I have something for you. You can see it's already equal. The text. So it is equal automatically. And you can see that the text is also. And you can see up here that the mail is also equal. So this is very, very elegant. So now we have sent it encrypted mail with encryption attachment. Then what about if you need to send to somebody which the public key is not corresponding to the email address? Then you have a problem. I want to send a mail to Jytte Frolund, jf@eadvice.dk. The padlock is gray. Why? I cannot encrypt it automatically. Then I go to my GPT keyring, and you can see that Jytte Frolund is it has an user ID, an email with the key which says frolund@roskildeefterskole.dk, a very old email address. So it's not possible automatically to encrypt and decrypt messages to and from Jytte. So therefore it's also important that the persons you communicate with tell them that their public key should have the correct email. But a lot of them do not have it, because people change their mails but keep their PGP keys. But what you do is that you can, here I write a subject, I write then I mark all text holding with the mouse or Command A. Then I right click or Control click, go to Services, open PGP Encrypt selection in a new window. And then I choose the recipient's key. Oh, what's this? Oh, it shows a lot of them. Oh, not good. Try again. I mark, right click or Control click, Services, Encrypt selection to new window. Then I choose Jytte and my secret key, this one, and I sign it and I click OK. And you can see now I have the text, this is my letter for you, is encrypted in another window. Here I mark everything, Control A, and I copy it, right click, copy. I go to my mail and then I say paste, right click, paste, and I can close this one. So now I have put in the encrypted message in the text field, and then I can send it. GPG is very nice if the recipient also is using MacMail. But let me show you what happened if the recipient is not using. And this, what about the recipients? Can they open my encrypted mails? I make a new mail for asger@eadvice.dk. I can encrypt it automatically and I send it. So now the recipient receives it, and Asger is using another program, Microsoft Outlook. And so now we are in the recipient's mail program, and I'm looking for new mails. So this is how a GPG mail looks when I get it. There's nothing in the text field. Normally there should be. I have this one. This is the encrypted text. So therefore I have to save this on my hard drive. And then I have to go to my hard drive and here right click it, services, and then decrypt verify. So now I have a text, I had text message decrypted. I open it and I get a lot of different coding here, and I have my text there. Oh, this is actually the mail, only this one here. And here's the signature and different things. So it's very confusing, but it works. If I have sent it a message the other way around, where I mark this, right click it, services, encrypt, oh sorry, that was wrong. Right click, services, OpenGPP, encrypt, selection to a new window, and I choose Asger and my key, and assign it, okay, and I have this encrypted text, copy it, and I paste it, and I send it. Let's see how it looks when Asger gets it. The recipient gets a mail. That was another one. So now I have it in the text field, and then I can mark everything. Right click, copy. I go to my encryption desktop program, edit, decrypt verify clipboard. I go to the message. This is the way I do with my program. Mark everything and paste. So now I have my message here, but still with a lot of confusing stuff inside. But it works. Just to know that the recipient using other PGP programs can be a bit confusing when they are receiving your message. Then I think the last thing you need to know it is how to send your public key. My public key is this one here. I export it. It only gets a number. I put it on, for example, in my documents. I could also call it, you could call it anything, but I just keep this number. Then I save it. So now I'm exporting my public key. Then you can just mail this key to the ones you are communicating with. I'm making a mail to you, for example, saying, this is my key. and then I attach the key I exported. I have it in my documents, this one with a number. I choose a file, and then I just send it. The other way around, if you receive a key, sorry, then you need to add it to your key ring. So now I will send a key to my key. I have it here in my documents, ready to send. This one. So now I have sent it my public key, and you need to import it into your GpP keychain. Now you get it here in this program. You can see here I open it, and then I think I can just drag it in. Yeah, so it's imported. But in this case, it was already there, so it says no key could be imported. But that's the way you do it. You just drag it in, and then you have it. The very last thing is, if you have any questions, you could go to GpP Tools support forum, and here you can search anything and see what people are discussing. How to import a key. A discussion started by Chris. Then you can see Chris' question and the answer from the support staff. Very nice. Okay.